Hi and welcome to VerityHearts, it's Vera. Just a warning, there is a bit of a rant in this monthly blog. So, what do you get when you squeeze a lemon? Lemon juice. You get what's inside of that lemon. And what happens when you squeeze a person, when you put a person under pressure? Well, you get what's inside of them. And this COVID-19 situation has been a wonderful example of squeezing. And out of that, we are seeing what's inside of people. Now, on one hand, it has been absolutely heartwarming to watch, oh my goodness, this amazing outpouring of care, of support from people when they reach out to their communities, their neighbours, the elderly, their extended families. You know, they do what they need to do. They do their bit to ensure that the whole can benefit from their actions. So, you know, they stay home, they lock down, they self-isolate. You know, they do their bit. You know, they wear their masks to protect others in the community. So when they get squeezed through this whole situation, you see kindness pouring out. You see care for other people pouring out. On the other hand, wow, haven't we all witnessed this amazing outrage that some people seem to have when we give them a bit of a squeeze? What do you mean I can't go out? What do you mean I can't have friends over? What do you mean I can't go to the beach? You know, I can't go to the pub? What do you mean I can't do whatever I want, whenever I want? There's this toxicity that can come out of people. So it's not just the outrage that they show, but still do the same thing, grumbling while they do it. What about the people who completely ignore it and say, stuff you, stuff the elderly, I don't care, this is all about me. There's incredible selfishness, thoughtlessness, lack of care, lack of understanding that we are all part of a whole. We all have a part to play, and each of us has value. You know, some of the devaluing I've heard, the language of devaluing other people has been astounding. You know, people will say, you need to self-isolate, you need to follow these guidelines so that you don't inadvertently infect somebody else. What if they're an elderly person? Oh, you know, they're going to die anyway. You know, what if they're vulnerable from a poor community? You know, they're not my problem. I want to do these things. You squeeze some people and you see this toxicity come out of them. You see this bitter juice flow out of them. You know, what's inside of us when we get squeezed is what comes out. I'm just so grateful that I see more of the sweetness, the kindness coming out when people are squeezed. And I'm so very grateful that, well, I think most people are mature enough and can see the bigger picture with enough clarity that they understand that this virus isn't personal. These restrictions are not personal. You know, no one came up with these rules just to annoy you. These rules are for the benefit of the whole, and each one of us is just a simple part of that whole. Each one of us has value. You have value. The elderly have value. The susceptible have value. The ill have value. The healthy have value. The poor have value. The wealthy have value. We all have value. We cannot devalue people and somehow separate ourselves from them. Each one of us makes up the whole. Let's, when we get squeezed, make sure it's the juices of kindness and care that continue to flow. And I'll catch you next time.